This program is dedicated to the men and women of the United States Armed Forces, past, present, and future.
I'm Keith Warren. I'm a hunter, a fisherman.
I'm throwing a big old bait because I'm looking for big old fish.
A conservationist.
Oh, come on.
A family man. And I'm proud to be a deer farmer. I'm taking a road trip, and we're going behind the scenes of today's most innovative deer farmers and wildlife management operations in North America. This is Deer and Wildlife Stories. This country is dry as it's ever been in my lifetime. We just went to Mosheim, Texas, heading to Classic Canyon Ranch, a man by the name of Mark Deering. And Mark got in the deer industry for the exact same reasons that I did. And he is a great man, and I'm looking forward to him telling you his story. And boy, is it dry. Hello, Mark. I'm Keith Warren.
Keith, it's an honor to meet you. I sure hope you brought some rain with you.
Oh, I did.
Oh, yeah, sure.
No, I really did. I brought some rain. How y'all doing? I'm Keith Warren.
Hi, Keith. I'm Cassie, Mark's daughter.
Hi, Cassie.
Rob Shear.
Hey, Rob. Nice to meet you.
We'll be your chefs for the weekend.
All right, I like that.
Keith, I got you something. If you're going to hang out on my ranch, I'd like for you to wear this official Classic Canyon Ranch hat. It's Australian chiller. Dip it in water and wear it, cool you off.
All right.
All right.
Do I look like a deer farmer now?
Yes, you do. Let's go see some deer.
Sounds good to me. I'll be back.
Okay.
I really do hope you brought that rain with you.
I did. I sure enough did. Well, these aren't Texas-sized longhorns. I know that. What are they?
They're registered longhorns, but they're miniatures. And I'm actually trying to breed them down in size so that my deer will be bigger than my cattle.
That's a good goal. Look at this. Look at y'all. Okay, hey, let's get out of here. Let's go up to the deer barn. Here.
Let's go see some deer.
Yep.
Justin, come with us, okay? They're predicting a new record high today, 108 for the day.
I know. Not a cloud in the sky, but I'll tell you what, y'all are going to be needing a raincoat.
Oh, I wish.
You watch.
I wish.
All right, so let me ask you a question. I see you've got a beautiful sign. It really is a pretty sign, but you've got Aggies and horns over here. Tell me what the deal is there. That's kind of different.
Well, I went to University of Texas, but I asked my son to get the sign made for me.
Yeah.
And his wife is a vet from Texas A&M, so when it came out, he balanced it out, I think, so he would not get in trouble at home. So we have the A&M on one side and Longhorn on the other.
Okay,
well,
I kind of like that. I'm a stockholder in A&M. I got one down there now. Let's look at your barn.
All right.
Wow. What a nice facility. Oh, yeah, Mark. Yeah, I'm jealous now. I wish I had something like this. How you doing? I'm Keith.
How are you?
This is my daughter-in-law, Susan. She's a vet. She helps us here on the ranch take care of the deer.
Well, that's awesome. So let me ask you, what kind of vet are you? I mean, you small animal, large animal?
Well, I did equine small animal for about 6 years, and then I'm currently doing mostly small animal, and now I'm doing deer.
Did you ever think when you're going to vet school that you would be working on deer?
No, sure did not. It's something, it's really interesting to learn, and a whole different field that we're working in.
Show me the facility then.
I'd love to. This is, of course, our deer handler, which I think you have.
Yep.
This is a box right before we go into it where we have the scale.
Wow, how accurate is that thing?
Well, let's check it out. Why don't you get in there?
Okay.
And we'll kind of see. How does 232 sound?
That's good.
He's got heavy boots on. No, so every deer we can weigh right before we treat them, and It works really
He
slow.
made me do that. Okay. Let's see a knockout room.
Okay.
And that's
You wanna go in
and then
this?
they go to sleep. They're going to come out of here. They come in here. Ooh, it's nice and air conditioning. You'll notice there's a red light bulb and a white light bulb, and the reason why is because when you handle deer with the red light, boy, is it a whole lot easier. But okay, so they're going to come in here.
Right. So every door opens both ways, and a latch open. So like if we were having the deer come down this way, we'd actually open that door, which would shut that hallway, and they'd go into that room. And then we shut that door. If they'd been sedated, they'd just be in there in dark, quiet, cool. Every room's air conditioned, and they would just go to sleep. And then we would take them out and do our stuff, and they'd wake up back in their pen.
Yep. This is pretty neat now. A nice handling facility.
Keith, let me show you this.
Wow.
We have separate boxes, so as we bring the deer in, we can sort them one by one into each of these boxes. They each have air conditioning, red lights, white lights, and then we can let them in one at a time onto the scale here before they go into the squeeze chute. So we can have 6 deer ready to go at any moment that you can handle. We want happy deer.
Well, I want to see some happy deer.
Well, let's go see some happy deer.
Don't go anywhere.
Deer and Wildlife Stories is brought to you in part by the American Deer and Wildlife Alliance, Deer Guardian Misting Systems, Four Canyons Ranch, Hoff Power Polaris, and LE Fence Company.
All right, well, let's go take a look at some 1-year-olds.
I want to show you something. These deer are the luckiest deer in the world. They get fed, watered, medicated when they need to, and also they get protected from predators. I'm going to show you how. Got a piece of fencing, starts up here, comes down, and then it folds out right here. It comes along the ground right here. And the reason why is to keep dogs and coyotes and bobcats from actually crawling up here and digging down and underneath the fence into the pen. Who put your fence up?
LE Fencing.
Well, if LE Fence put up your fence, it's going to be a good one.
It's going to be there longer than I'll be here.
Yep.
Well, this is our lucky pin 13, so we'll go see the bucks in here.
Lucky 13. A baker's dozen.
When we get up here, I think the best way to see these 1-year-olds is put you in a tripod. You don't have a problem with that, do you?
Nope, as long as it's not too tall. If it is, I need a parachute. That breeze sure feels good, doesn't it?
It does. If we had a little rain to go with that, we would be happy.
Well, we'll have some rain to go with it. Y'all just need to be patient, I'm telling you.
So Keith, this is our 1-year-old pen. We got about 70 deer in here. And I think the best view is, like I said, for you to go up. It's pretty tall. You think you can get up there?
I can get up there. It's going to be just like hunting. I know what you do out of this spot right here. This stand right here is where you dart deer.
That's for sure. They never see you.
I'll be fine. All right, bring them on.
I'll bring them around. I'm going to move around the back of the pen and kind of move these deer over by him. I think Keith's going to see a lot of deer in this pen. Well, Keith, did you see anything?
Is it hot and dry in Texas? I was covered up. I mean, they came in and I was covered up. I mean, there's a bunch of deer in this pen.
That's for sure.
You have some awesome yearlings. I mean, they're classic whitetails. They're beautiful. Now this is cool. I mean, look at this. Do you have this in every single pen, a water like that?
I do, and I have a cover over it to keep it cool, so the water will stay cool and trying to get the deer to drink as much as I can.
Look at your feeders. You got them set up like that in every pen?
We do have them in every pen. We have a carport over our alfalfa hay feeders and our textured feeders. And then besides that, we have in every pen, we've got the enclosed protein feed. So they've got protein feed, textured feed, and fresh alfalfa in every pen. Hey, Justin. What's up?
Hey Mark, happy birthday. Hey, I got a coon back here in a trap. Y'all want to go take care of that?
Yeah, you want to go take care of this coon problem, Keith?
Oh yeah, let's take care of the coon, then I want to see those 2-year-olds.
Sounds great.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Hey, thank you.
Happy birthday, Mark.
Oh,
Got
thank
you.
you.
A nice big coon.
Appreciate it, Justin. Why don't you take care of that, and before we look at these 2-year-olds, why don't we go get some breakfast?
Okay, as long as it's not raccoon. Ooh, looky here. What are y'all making for breakfast?
Surprise.
Boy, it smells good in here. Hey, Rob,
Hey,
what you cooking?
we got a little wild boar breakfast tacos coming up.
Ooh, good deal. Well, I saw some smoke coming out of that pit outside. What's that all about?
Well, I got a little surprise for you guys for dinner.
All right, well, we're gonna have some wild boar tacos. I'm gonna wash my hands and I'll be right back. There's some folks that are saying our country is going to hell in a handbasket, and maybe I shouldn't have said that, but we need to address it. I don't think it is. I think that things are pretty doggone good because of you and me and the millions of people that love nature just like us. When you start thinking about it, it's folks like us that are gonna make sure that we take care of our natural resources. We're gonna get our children outside. They're gonna start appreciating what we do. And so the way I see it, our country is not going to hell in a handbasket because of us. So stand up and be proud that you're a sportsman, and make sure and pass it on by taking a child outside and introducing them to nature. For more information on the American Deer and Wildlife Alliance, please join us online at deerwildlifealliance.org.
Keith, this is our 2-year-old pen.
Wow, my gosh. They're all just beautiful, classic, typical bucks. But that's, of course, what you're trying to grow, too.
Our tagline is trophy bucks with the classic look.
Well, they've got the classic look, all right. I mean, just nice, framey deer. What about the green tag one? Right there?
Oh, now that green tag one is one 3-year-old that I have in this pen, and his name is Classic Brute Magic.
Classic Brute Magic.
Yep. Look at the links of his times.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you this. Are all your deer DNA profiled?
Yeah, every deer is DNA profiled. These all have DNA certificates on each one.
Okay, so if people buy a deer from you, you guarantee the pedigrees on them,
Definitely. I give them their certificate when they get the deer.
Take me to the 3-year-old.
Let's go see the rest of the 3-year-olds.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Deer and Wildlife Stories is brought to you in part by the North American Deer Farmers Association, DNA Solutions and the North American Deer Registry, New Dart, and Sage Capital Bank.
Keith, this is our 3-year-old pen, and I'd like to let you get up in a tripod so you get a good look at him. Is that all right with you?
Fine with me.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Doing good. How's Keith?
He's good. He's in there looking at the 3-year-olds right now. Keith is sitting up in a tripod in the sun.
How long has he been up there?
He ought to be about done. All right, I'm gonna go get Keith. I'll be back in a second. So they were right here by you, weren't they?
Mm-hmm. There was something over. I looked at something. Look down here. Look here. Look at that. What kind of Indian do you think was that?
These are Comanche Indians. They used to live here right on the edge of the big plains. And the Comanches and the white folks kind of pushed them right here. They lived here for hundreds of years.
That is absolutely awesome.
You like this kind of stuff?
I love this kind of stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Boys, I think I got something I want to show you then.
Really?
Yeah, just wait and see.
What you got down here?
Let me show you.
Got a good view out here, Mark. I mean,
I know.
right there you can see a long ways.
But look down here, I want to show you this.
Oh man, I like this kind of stuff. Wow, if I was an Indian, I guarantee I'd be down here. Heck,
This is all sandstone, which is seashells compressed, but in here is a molten layer of flint and rock, and the Indians would chip that off and make their arrowheads out of that.
How cool is that? Oh, look at this.
This is a big rock.
It's a big rock right here. I'm liking this now.
Look around this corner. Notice all the seashells in that rock?
Yeah, seashells out here in the 110 degree, 111 degree Texas weather.
But this is where you'd want to stay during the day when it's 110. It's right up in here. So it's like 10 or 15 degrees cooler down in here. This is where they used to camp. In fact, there's a fireplace here where they had their fires. And I'll show you some cool stuff down here.
This is incredible.
Let me show you this up here, Keith. This is where the water that was up here swirled and made like storage caverns up in the roof. And the Indians would store their provisions up there. And
Man, look at this, how cool is that?
and the arrowheads that we found here have been dated from 2,000 to 3,000 years ago. So at the time that Christ was walking on the earth, these guys were here chipping arrowheads.
Now, how's that for having a special place? I'm telling you, there's some kind of spirit.
I can feel kind of a tingly feeling here.
I mean, that's really pretty neat. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for having me out here. I mean, you've got some great deer, but thank you for showing me this. This is just, this right here. I mean, this is incredible. This is just so awesome. Talk about connecting to the past, being able to go in a cave like that and see where the Indians lived. I love this kind of thing.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Let's go see the 4-year-olds, okay?
That sounds good.
These are our 4-year-olds.
Mark, you got to be proud of these. I mean, look, those are some nice deer.
Yeah. We'll probably be selling all these this year, you know, to other ranches.
I mean, these right here, could you imagine before you bought this piece of property of ever doing something like that?
No. I would have been thrilled to have any one of these back before I started breeding.
Well, I'll tell you what, the deal is classic. They're classic.
Yeah.
You don't have a bunch of trashy looking deer. They're clean, classic looking deer.
Trophy whitetails with the classic look.
There you go.
That's what we want.
I know a guy that's got a place that uses that line.
Oh,
Classic Canyon Ranch.
That's it.
Those are some nice deer right there.
Well, thanks.
I honestly believe deer farming is for the family, and this is Mark Deering's grandson, Andrew. How old is he?
He's 18 months.
And he's a deer farmer. What is that? Deer? Right. He's got it down. Okay, and these are all points that y'all found out here?
Yeah, they are. We found some more. These are the ones we've kept here.
Wow, I mean, they're beautiful. And which is the one you said?
This one right here is a very unique corner tang knife. And according to the books I've got, it was made between 2,000 and 3,000 years before present. So that would be before Christ was walking on the earth.
Isn't that amazing?
Isn't that amazing?
And I think right here at Classic Canyon Ranch, hey, y'all don't mind if I take a walk around the property and watch sunset?
No, I think it'd be great.
I'd like to do that.
Right.
Andrew, can you say deer? Deer? Right on. Give me 5.
Give him 5.
Boy. It's fixing to have some rain here pretty quick.
Oh, that'd be a miracle.
It's going to be a miracle, but you're going to get some rain pretty quick. I'd like to thank you.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Andrew, I know you want to get out of here. Can you say deer?
I was so excited when I got a call from Keith Warren that they were going to come do a show here on our ranch. And I thought it was a real honor for him to come and visit our ranch. Of course, I've been hoping that he'd bring a little rain. He told me not to worry, that he was going to do it. But I'm looking, I don't see a cloud in the sky yet.
only been 12 hours in the making.
Look at that. Andrew, do you say yay? Yay!
And how about some of Rob's famous beans?
Drunken beans.
Nacho beans.
Wait a minute.
Get something off that back.
That's all you want me to eat.
We'd love to have you come visit. I've got about 75 deer for sale this year, including stalker bucks, good young does, and we'd love for you to come see us. My phone number is 972-800-7766, and we have a website which is easy to remember, just classiccanyon.com. We'd love for you to check it out and come see us sometime.
Before you make your next Polaris purchase, you owe it to yourself to check out the #1 Polaris dealer, Hoffpower Polaris. Log on to keithwarren.net for 24/7 access to more information, more video, and full episodes. Reproductive services for deer and wildlife stories provided by Dr. Ray Favero's Whitetail Genetics.